Hi everyone, welcome to Boarded Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not. Neither any of these blokes. This is my old mate, the Flying Elite. Flying Elite kicking us off in this Tier 8 extravaganza. That's right, 4 ace tanker replays in one video. Some of them, not all of them, are premium. Some of them are premium, some of them are normal. Flying Elite in the brand new M48 RPZ. It says up there on the screen, the Raumpanzer. That's what I call it anyway. The Raumpanzer. It looks like a pattern. It looks a hell of a lot like a pattern. But what the hell is that thing right at the front of the tank? It's a bulldozer. It's a bulldozer. If that's not good enough reason to buy one, I don't know what is. But anyway, by now, it's probably been out there in the premium store for a while now, and you've probably, if you're interested in buying a tank like this, you've probably already read some reviews and some rundowns on the pros and the cons of the tank. I'm undecided at the moment. I personally like it. It does have a very big cupola, also known as a tumour on the top right-hand side of the turret, which a lot of people are basically saying that's the biggest weakness, similar to the 59 pattern on the Chinese Trek 3. But how groovy does it look? How good does it look? And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, hang on, Stewie, it looks like an American tank, but it's German. That's right. It's a Tier 8 German premium medium tank. As Flying Elite pops one towards the, what was that, the Skoda? It might have been the Skoda, who knows? Doesn't manage to penetrate. Tell me about the gun, Stewie. Okay, I'll shut up and talk about the gun. It's a 90mm gun, 240 alpha damage, 205 penetration, which with standard rounds, which is armor piercing. APCR is premium for 255mm of penetration, so it's extra 50mm. Flying Elite's got the chocolate there, rocking and rolling. He's trying to ace this bad boy. While we had it as a rental tank, and at the moment of recording, I haven't purchased one. Not saying I'm not going to, but I haven't purchased one quite yet. We'll see. I'll probably after recording this, I might play a few games in it, see what I think. I've only played a few games in it at the moment of recording. But looking at how Flying Elite's playing right here, he's blocked a little bit of damage. He's blocked 560. He's already pumped out nearly 1,200 hit points of damage. And the one damaging shot he did take was an APCR round from the T29. There's another one. That T29 player maybe he knows how to play that tank. Maybe he does. He's probably seeing this brand new M48 RPZ, the Raumpanzer, the Raumpanzer. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I call it the Raumpanzer. It looks pretty cool, and like I said, it's got a. Oh, this is how cheeky. That's cheeky. That is very cheeky indeed. Look at that Udes 03. He's wiggling. He's moving from side to side. He doesn't want to get shot again, but he does. And that brings Flying Elite's 2,000 hit points of damage. Still firing all standard rounds at the moment. He hasn't fired any premium. And we'll have a look at how it earns credits as well towards the end, or at the end of the game. 5-3 is the score. 1 kill to the Flying Elite, 2,067 hit points of damage, 560 damage blocked by armor. Like I mentioned, this is a Tier 8 extravaganza. 4 ace tanker replays in today's video. And this is the first one. This is the newest premium tank in the shop. I don't know. There's been a couple. The Turtle came out around about the same time. But I think the Turtle might have come out just before this one, at least on our server. Anyway, he's in the middle of the map. What's it called? Siegfried line, deep fried line is what some of my friends call it. He's on a kill. He's done 2k damage, and he's just kicking back here. He's got 824 health left. It starts with 1,450 hit points. The thing about this, the Bulldozer is armor. It is armor. I'm not sure how thick it is. Maybe I should have looked that up before I started recording. Who knows? And you can see that the Flying Elite's got his Twitch Prime style on there, which looks, I reckon it looks fantastic. It's suitable for any tank, one of the many benefits of Twitch Prime. Anyway, the score's 5-3. He's finished playing around here. He's been spotted again. He's moving backwards and forwards, and you can really see the cupola. Not at that angle, maybe at this angle. You see how big that cupola is on top of the turret, and he's already been penetrated in there once, and it does stand out. So maybe that's a consideration about how you maybe angle your tank, or with your hull down stuff, make sure that's the turret's facing this way, so the turret's more towards the rear. I don't know. I'm sure better players than me will know how to play this tank. It's a novelty. Having a bulldozer at the front is a little bit of a novelty. He bounces a Leo. I don't know how he bounced the Leo, but he did. 6-3 the score now as the Striv S1 takes out the Lands C on a different part of the map. Out there in the field, blocks a shot from the Leo for another 300 damage blocked by armor. Brings his damage blocked by armor up to 860 hit points. I don't think he hasn't tapped the 2 key yet. And wow, doesn't penetrate again, the Leo at tier 7? Yes, it is tier 7. 6-3 the score, 2,067 hit points of damage done so far. That one goes through for another 268, brings his damage count up to 2335. Still blocked 860, which isn't too bad for the start of a the first half of the game in a medium tank, even though it is a top tier medium tank. Some of those blocked shots might have been from tier 7s. There's tier 7s and tier 8s in this game, and so of course not all of them that big. I remember he blocked a lot of shots from the APCR rounds from that T29 when he was having that fight at the start of the game. That Saint Emile is just going to be an easy target. Shoots him once. Again, firing standard rounds. He's going to still have him. He'll still have him here. Gets spotted. Shoots, pulls back. The Saint Emile goes down to the Su-130P, and the Harpass 1, that's a tier 8 premium Russian tank destroyer, and flying elite up to 2600. There's the Uda. The Uda shoots him, damages his tracks. He must have a good crew in this. His tracks are back up pretty quickly. No, he might have used his repair kit. Never mind, Stewie. Pay attention next time. 10-5 is the score. Only 5 enemy tanks remain. 4 tank destroyers and a heavy. The heavy being the premium German heavy VK7501K, which is just to the flying elites left. But at the moment, he's getting some good spotting getting done by the Type 62, and flying elite getting some cheeky snipey shots into those camping tank destroyers down there towards the southeastern part of the map. 10-5 the score. 1 kill, 2,850 damage done by me old mate the flying elite. 1,100 damage blocked by armor. No assisted damage, but here he comes. It looks like he may be looking. Is he looking for the VK? Oh, he is. The VK on 757 hit points. It'll take 3 shots, maybe 4 shots to kill him. But of course, the VK not looking flying elite's way, so he shoots him once. Hopes for a tracking shot. Looks like he may have been going for the drive wheel. Didn't quite land it. Puts one into the side of the turret, and now the VK7501K looking flying elite's way. Flying elite waiting for the kill shot. Gets it for his second kill, and that brings his damage up to 3,607. 12-5 the score, just 3 TDs left, and there's one of them. Doesn't quite go through. Now he is firing premium ammunition now because he's run out of standard ammunition in this game. Shakes his mouse there saying, what the hell happened with that one? Looking for an outline on the IKV-90B. Gets taken out by the Scriv S1. That just leaves the T28. Side shots into the T28. That'd be fantastic, especially with the APCR rounds. Flying elite shows the T28 shows flying elite is rear end. He shoots him again, takes him down to 768 health, and the T28 not really sure which way to aim. He's doing the right thing, I think, trying to shoot that VK, at least get a kill before he dies, and the J Panther cleans up the T28, and that's a comfortable win on Siegfried line, 15-8. And not a bad looking tank, as flying elite just shows us exactly what it looks like. I reckon that tank looks pretty good. I don't know, looks good. I'm not saying it's a good tank. I'm just saying visually it looks beautiful with that Twitch style, and of course the Bulldozer. I might be a little bit biased because not too long ago I was up in sunny Brisbane doing a few tank rides, and one of the tanks that I went for a ride on was a Centurion, which had a Bulldozer at the front, which was absolutely fantastic. Highly recommended. They're up between Brisbane and the Gold Coast if you're living out that way, or if you're holidaying out that way, tankride.com. Quick plug for them. Anyway, the Flying Elite picks up an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in the M48A2 Raumpanzer. I don't know if that's the proper way to pronounce it, but I reckon that sounds pretty good. Maybe it's like the engine. Maybe that's... Anyway, it's a German tank, but it looks American. I think it was a captured tank, and for whatever reason, they put a Bulldozer in the front of it, maybe to clear out a few trees. Don't want to upset any greenies, but maybe that's what they did. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for the Flying Elite. Bruiser Medal for doing some internal modular and crew member damage. Fire for effect. He got 2 bonds. He got for the Confederate and the High Caliber. Topped the score charts with 4,519 hit points of damage in that game. 2 kills, 1,313. Basic experience. He fired 30 shots, 26 hit. It looked accurate to me. Of course, the food's going to help his aim time, which is going to increase the amount of shots that he hits. And 7 shots didn't pen though. 19 penetrating shots for 4,500 damage done. A little bit sniped, 1,100 assisted damage, and he made some pretty good coin there. Nearly 49,000 credits after tax with a premium account, even after spending 40,000 credits on consumables. So if that's full price for consumables, had been paying half price for that, he would have made a little bit more. But not a bad game, a very good game from my old mate, the Flying Elite. That's the Raumpanzer, the brand new Tier 8 Premium German medium tank, the one that looks like an American or a captured American tank. I don't know. Like I said, I record these videos well in advance. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy one. At the time of recording, I'm considering buying it just because it looks cool. I've got to be totally honest with you. But if you're after a proper review on the Raumpanzer, probably look to wherever you normally find your proper reviews or whether or not it's worth it. Anyway, game number 2. This is Zulu Warrior. Zulu Warrior from Yeti Clan is in the LT432, another premium tank. This is a premium Russian light tank, and again he's got the good camo on it. Have a look at that, 2 marks of excellence on this bad boy. 2 marks of excellence on the LT432. Now I'm thinking the style is from the racing event, the Chaffee races? I reckon it might have been. I don't know where that shot went either. I know that's what you're thinking. Where did that shot go? Zulu Warrior, also known as crazib, what a legend. In the LT432, check him out on Twitch. Of course, check out Flying Elite out on YouTube as well. Both of those links will be in the description. And what's he doing? Crazy, what are you doing? Is this the new way to get down? Maybe it is. Totally planned, I'm sure. That was 100% not an accident. And, rightio, Crazy B, aka Zulu Warrior from Yeti in the LT432. Talk about that gun now. APCR is standard in this thing, which confuses some people. It's 180 alpha damage for 176 penetration, 218 penetration for the AP rounds in this 85mm gun. So the AP rounds are premium, the APCR are standard. Guessing, 99% sure the APC always goes faster through the air, and that might be another consideration when choosing what kind of ammunition to use in this bad boy. Of course, when I'm playing premium tanks, I prefer to use standard because part of the reason for premium tanks is to grind credits. Flying Elite might be trying to 3-mark this thing, so that's another consideration as well. You can see he's got the extra combat rations there running for his better vision, better camouflage, better rate of fire, better aim time, and I know I often go on about that. And it looks like he might be trying to 3-mark this bad boy, and that will certainly help for sure, unless he gets set on fire. 2-3 is the score. Ron Cliff, Zulu Warrior from Yeti Clan, on 387 damage, 178 assisted damage. Off to a little bit of a slow start, and this, I'll be licking his lips here, finds the M43. Looks like the artillery piece does have... He spots the other arty as well, but he gets spotted as well. Puts 1 shot into the Tier 8 artillery piece, and now is looking, well, I might have a shot on the Tier 9 artillery. 2 American artillery pieces at the back of the map, just both got spotted out by Zulu Warrior's LT432. Clearly got a good crew in this bad boy, spotting from the middle of the map to the end of the map, looking for those American arties. It'd be a shame if he can't capitalise on it though. At the moment, his team are in a little bit of strife. There's nothing left on the 1-2 line. There's a Rimmy Borsig Waffentrager and a WZ111 1-4, both encroaching on that Ferdinand. The Ferdinand pings the top of the map as if to say, come on man, spot those arties again. So he does. He finds him. No one else is going to shoot it, so he does. He puts one into the Tier 8 American artillery piece, takes him down to 59 hit points, and now of course that M43 is now behind cover. Crazy can no longer shoot him. 3-4 the score now as 1 enemy tank gets taken out. Not the arty though. Shoots another one, gets rid of the Skoda T27, another premium tank, and then decides to start moving. He knows he's going to be spotted. Now we saw the mission thing come up. Get 6 kills. That's what he needs to do for this mission. He needs to get a top gun. I'm not sure. I'm not going to... Normally at this point I'll tab out and just have a quick look at the results page to see if he can get the mission. Who knows if he can, as he puts a couple of high explosive shots into the Lorraine 40 ton. Good choice of swapping ammo there. The Lorraine 40 ton, very lightly armoured premium French auto loading medium tank. But it paid off. He got 300 damage, or nearly 300 damage for one of those shots instead of 180. So certainly well worth it. Shoots the M53, M55, takes him down to 59 hit points. Now he's shot these artillery pieces about 4 or 5 times. Looks for the SU-100, crazily reversing down that ravine. The M53, M55 on Zulu Warrior's team kills the enemy M53, M55, and now Zulu Warrior looking at that SU-100 on 604 health, and he's clearly using the dead artillery as maybe as a bit of cover. Maybe he's using the rocks as a bit of cover, not quite sure, but his team have pulled this back here. 7-4 is the score, 1 kill to Zulu Warrior from Yeti Clan in the LT432. 2,156 hit points of damage done, 530 assisted damage. He's got 1 kill. He's on a mission to get 6 kills. I'm not sure if he's going to get 6 kills or not. I'm not going to tab out and have a look. It'll be a surprise for me, just like it might be for you. 7-5 the score now. There's a standard B on full health, just to Crazib's right, and that's probably the one he's concerned about, that standard B. It's a 3-shooter, I think, a 3-shot auto reloading Tier 9 Italian medium tank. He blocks a shot from the SU-100. Doesn't come up as block damage though. Driving around, knocking over a few of these bad boys. He's got a friend here on very low health on the 53 TP, the Tier 8 Polish heavy tank. On very low health, 214. That's a one shot for a lot of these enemy tanks. Crazy thinking, well, I'm probably going to have to do some of the heavy lifting myself here. He's got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel. I'll tell you what, if he keeps playing like this, he'll have 3 in no time. 7-5 the score. On Cliff, looking towards the Tortoise. You can see he's tempted to go for the kill shot on the Tortoise. He switched to AP rounds. He doesn't want a low row. Oh, he shoots and misses. Didn't quite auto. I think he might have thought he'd already auto aim. Gets him the second time. That gives him his second kill. 2 out of 6 kills for the mission. The SU-1, somebody's pinging at 53 TP is pinging where the SU-100 was last spotted up there at A5 in the normal sniping tank destroyer spot on Cliff. He's pinging it like a madman, probably because the SU-101 is the tank that's just taken so many hit points off him in the Polish heavy tank. He's Crazy B. He's got the WZ111-4 to try to help him. Finds a Scorpion. He doesn't want the Scorpion to get him. Finds a Conway as well down there on the west. There's a standard B. Gets one into the Conway for 188 hit points. 10-7 the score now. 2,500 damage done. I don't know what happened to that shot, but at least he got the assisted damage for it, which again will help his mark of excellence on this tank. 10-7 the score on Cliff. Only 5 enemy tanks remain. He's on a mission to get a top gun. Can he do it? I'm not too sure if he's going to do it in this one. But never give up. We know the M40, M43 is very low hit points. That'll be an easy kill if you can find him. The Conway does have a bit of health, as does the standard B. The WZ111-4 looks like he's coming to help our hero, Zulu Warrior from Yeti Clan in the Tier 8 Premium Russian light tank, the LT432. 2,279 assisted damage as well. Crazy. The standard B finally gets a shot into him. Heads up, Crazy starts unloading that Russian gun into the Tier 9 Italian auto reloading medium tank. Takes him down to 869 hit points. Brings his damage up to 3,000. 2279 assisted damage. 10-9 the score. They haven't won anything yet. They have not won this game yet. There goes the artillery piece. And that means, if he's going to get this mission, he needs to kill all remaining enemy tanks. I know he's good, but I'm not sure if he's up for that one. The SU-100, I think that SU-100 fell off the cliff just over there. That's why the SU-100 hasn't come out to try to start shooting our hero, Crazy B, from Yeti Clan. Puts one into the Conway. Puts another one into the Conway. The T-44 and his team crashes, shoots the Conway again, takes him down to 181 hit points. That's a kill with a decent roll, and he gets it, and that's kill number 3. 3 out of 6 for the mission. 3 enemy tanks remain. He needs to kill all of them if he's going to get this mission. What's the standard B going to be on? I reckon the standard B will be fully loaded at this stage, so he's got to be careful about that one. The Borsig kills the WZ111-4. He doesn't even... He auto aims, shoots and kills the standard B for his 4th shot. Shoots the Rimmy Borsig Waffentrager on 378 hit points. Loses some hit points though. He's down to 319. 1 enemy tank, so that the mission is no longer on the table. The Borsig is on 42 hit points. Really? At least his friends got it for him. It was the Artie in the end that picked up the kill on the Borsig. A good win, 15-10. It was never looking like a ruffle stomp that game. That was what I like to see. A nice, not fast and furious, but a nice tight battle. That was down to the wire, that one. Nobody had that game in the bag at any stage of that replay. Not a bad game. Crazy Beep, a.k.a. Zulu Warrior from Yeti Clan. Check him out on Twitch. The link will be down below. That was an ace tanker mastery badge. Also the spotter medal for doing over 1,000 assisted damage. Bruiser, fired up, fire for effect. Got 7 bonds because he picked up the Orlix medal for killing 2 or more tank destroyers of higher tier in a light tank patrol duty, for awarded to the player who helps the team damage at least 6 enemy tanks and the high caliber, for doing more damage than anyone else did. 4,282 hit points of damage, 4 kills, 1,638 base experience. He fired 33 shots, 28 hit, 23 penetrated, 2,000 sniped, nearly 3,000 assisted damage. So even though he was at the front spotting, he was also shooting the stuff over there that other people needed a hand getting rid of as well. That's why I got the high caliber as well as the top score. Even made some credits. He did have It says action personal mission. I think that might have been the first win of the day with a premium account, or maybe another kind of promotion. He made 135, nearly 136,000 credits after tax with a premium account in that 10-minute game. Even without the 50,000, it would have been nearly 86,000 credits. Not too bad considering he did fire some premium, and it looks like he's also paying full price for the extra combat rations for the LT432 as a premium consumable. Not bad at all. Zulu Warrior from Yeti Clan. What a legend. Check him out on Twitch. The link will be down there. You want to click on it. You really do. What a legend. What an absolute gentleman. Here comes game number 3. Game number 3 features my old mate Ravvi. Ravvi, at this stage, is in Mihi Clan when he sent me this replay, but I think he's running around with 2AR Clan now. Part of the 1AR group, and a great bunch of guys and girls over there at 2AR. They're smashing it on the global map. But let's get back to the game. The Pershing Tier 8 Standard. This is a tech tree tank, and I don't know. Maybe I think Little Stewie might have gotten to Ravvi's into his garage and painted his tanks a funny colour. I don't know what's happening with that camo there, but of course with the camo, people talk about painting tanks different colours and stuff. You only need the camo on the hull, like the bottom half of the tank, to get the full camouflage value. And unless you want to make it look beautiful, it's up to you. People paint tanks different colours. Trust me, I know. I've seen some rippers. Anyway, Ravvi in the Pershing, the Tier 8 American medium tank. He's got 2 marks of excellence. You can't see him quite there because it's in the bush, but he's out there looking for enemy tanks. He finds the Jag Tiger, the JT 8.8, shoots him once but doesn't manage to penetrate it. Second shot goes through, tracks him. Would have thought he might have got some assisted damage from that other damage that some of his friends put in, because he did spot that tank. 0-1's a score. The Scorpion G got taken out by the baby Batchat, the Batchat 12 ton on the enemy team. 2 tanks down as he looks for and finds the P44 Pantera auto reloading Tier 8 Italian medium tank. Shoots him once. Someone else shot him there, took him down to 200 odd hit points. Ravvi shoots him again, leaves him on 5, rolls back. He knows he's spotted, wants to be hulled down to maximise the chance of blocking the shot, which he does. Shoots him and kills him, evens up the score 2-2. 737, 723 damage done. 240 damage blocked, 321 assisted damage. Not a bad start, not a bad start at all. Still on full health. Ravvi from Mihi Clan, currently with 2AR, and of course he does a lot of work with Watt University as well, with their training sessions twice a week. Highly recommend you check them out. It's been a while since I have, but I will be very, very shortly. Ravvi from Mihi in the Pershing on 1 kill. 723 damage done, 240 damage blocked, 321 assisted, looking over this ridgeline, looking for these enemy tanks over there on the northeast. He's saying, where's that low? Where's the Louis? Nothing to shoot at. Time to start moving. IS3A shoots him with HE. Also gets hit by the JT 8.8. Loses, gets a damaged fuel tank. Now you can see he's running Coca-Cola as a premium consumable. Case of cola for 10% extra crew skills and perks, which I often talk about. Because he's not running a fire extinguisher, he's chosen to fix those fuel tanks, because if he gets hit in the fuel tanks again, it's a pretty high chance of getting set on fire. And that's not a good thing if you're not running a fire extinguisher. A lot of people don't run fire extinguishers when they're going for the 3 marks of excellence, which is what Ravvi's trying to do in this game. And of course it does help a lot of things, like I keep mentioning, the aim time, reload time, vision, camouflage, even, I don't know, morale. Maybe that's the new thing that could come in to the game. Morale of the crew. Who doesn't like a case of cola every now and then? Anyway, but the risk you take is generally not running a fire extinguisher. Not running a fire extinguisher can cost you your life if you get set on fire. That's why Ravvi chose to fix his fuel tanks when his fuel tanks got damaged not too long ago. 2 kills to Ravvi, 1,000 damage, 240 damage blocked, 321 assisted. Looking over there, he's not the one spotting the Louis. Oh, he had the outline of the arse end of the Louis tank, but didn't quite land it. Second one doesn't do any damage either, but keeps him tracked. He'll be hoping for some assisted damage. Shoots and tracks the Louis again. That time he did get some assisted damage. Looks like he's sharing that assisted damage with somebody else, because somebody else might have tracked him / spotted him as well. 4-2's the score, 3 kills to Ravvi. From 2AR, not Mihi like it says on the screen. in the Pershing. 3 kills, 1154 damage done, 240 damage blocked, 604 assisted damage. He's looking for his third mark of excellence on this bad boy. Did that ISU 152 just roll forward? I'm sure he did. But unfortunately, that shot did not land. Looking. Blocks him with APCR. Did I talk about the gun? I don't think I did. APCR's 240 alpha damage with that 90mm gun. Probably a very similar gun to what we saw on the Raumpanzer, the 90mm. 240 alpha, 268 penetration. That's with premium. 190 with standard. That is a big difference. What's that? 78mm difference? That's a pretty big difference. Over to the IS-3A. Gee, that was a big one that just shot him for 700 odd health. Ravvi gets some of that spotting damage, 169. He's going for marks of excellence. He's got 2 marks of excellence. Can we see it there? Yeah, we can. He's got 2 marks of excellence on that gun as he shoots the STG. The IS-3A gets taken out by the T34, and that brings the score back to 7-4. Shoots the STG again, takes him down to 332 hit points. Does he get some assisted there? He doesn't. Nearly gets the kill, but the P44 Pantera does it for him, and that brings the score up to 8-4. 8-4 on Fisherman's Bay. 3 kills to Ravvi. 1,588 damage done. 240 damage blocked. 773 assisted damage. He finds a rogue VK100-01P rolling across the open fields. It's a dream come true for a medium tank driver. Shoots him once, shoots him twice. Takes him down to 1,214 health. Looking there at the Scorpion. The Scorpion should be a guaranteed penetration. As soon as I thought of saying that, I thought, you watch, he'll bounce here. Scorpion is aiming Ravvi's way, so he doesn't want to make it too easy for him. Shoots him again and gets some more assisted damage. That's going to help with that mark of excellence. 2,500 damage done. 992 assisted damage. And that VK is still out in the open. As long as he's spotted, Ravvi should be able to farm this for all his life. Sticking with the APCR rounds, because maybe he thinks the third mark of excellence is not too far away. The VK is right back on the red line. Look, like you can see he was considering firing blindly, but there's more opportunities over there in the west. 9-5's the score. They're winning by 4 tanks. Make that 5 with the score up to 10-5, but they've won nothing yet. They need to clean up these tanks. Lots of tank destroyers back here, which possibly can't shoot up here. Who knows? The score's 10-5. He's looking there towards the north. Where did that VK go? The VK01P. Not too sure where the VK went. The Lorraine 40 ton gets taken out by the P44 Pantera. Ravvi shoots and damages the WZ120 1FT. That's a tier 8 Tier 8 Chinese tank destroyer. 11-5 the score now. Blocks a shot from the Chinese tank destroyer. There's an ISU 152 up there, and the VK100 01P hasn't been spotted for some time, but he's not going to be, I don't think he's going to be anywhere other than where he was last seen. 11-5 the score. 3,286 damage done. 680 damage blocked. 1110 assisted damage. Oh, he's getting excited here. He knows he's getting closer and closer to that third mark of excellence. Looking for the ISU 152. He'd love to have some of that damage. He did. There was 700 up for grabs there, but no, someone is just farming that big bad Russian gun. 12-5 the score. 3 tanks remain. The WZ, the VK, both pretty low from memory, and of course the Lorraine 155-51 hasn't been spotted this game. Hopefully Ravvi can find him, shoot him, ram him, track him, get some spotting damage, some damage, whatever you like. Pumps one into the side of the VK, gets some more assisted damage as well. Artillery just fired. Friendly artillery kills the Lorraine, and that just leaves the WZ120 1FT on 897 hit points. And he'll be saying, you beauty, I want some of that. He's got 1,059 hit points that he can trade with this Chinese tank destroyer, and he wants to get as much damage as he can because he knows he's close to this third mark of excellence. 14-7 is the score. There's the side of it. Wants a tracking shot. Looks like he might have got a tracking shot. He does. And that gives him even more assisted damage as well as some damage into that Chinese tank. Let's have a look at the result and let's see how we went. You guessed it, folks. That was the game. That was the game where he picked up his third mark of excellence in the Pershing, the Tier 8 American medium tank, the Tech Tree tank. It's not a premium. Still a good tank though, it looks like it. A little bit slow. A lot of people will say that. It's a little bit slow. But some people, like me, are slow tank seats. 3 marks of excellence in that game. That was the third mark game. 3 marks of excellence. High five, Ravvi. Well done. Check Ravvi out on Twitch, YouTube, all that other stuff. The links will all be down there. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Spotter Medal, Bruiser, Fire for Effect. He got a Bond for the high caliber, and that's because he did more damage than anybody else by a mile. 3,810 hit points of damage done. 3 kills, 1295 base experience. He fired 28 shots, 23 hit, 18 penetrated, 2,159 from a bit of distance, 1547 assisted damage. All those credits though, cost him a few credits. 77,000 credits, that's after tax with a premium account in that 9-minute game. Moving on to our fourth and final replay. Slight glitch there. Don't worry, we'll edit it out later. Well, hopefully we remember to edit that one out later. Who knows? This is Shell Sponge. Well, he'll tell you that I've saved the best for last. Let's see how we go. Shell Sponge wrapping us up now in our fourth Ace Tanker replay in today's Saturday extravaganza. This is the EBR 75 FL10. Shell Sponge from 7ACAV. Platooned up with a couple of my good mates, Icarus and Abe Froman, both from 1AR clan. Icarus in the P44 Pantera. Auto-reloading Italian Tier 8 medium tank. Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago, they've both been on this program before. He's in the Ferdinand, the big bad 30, and a big heavily armoured Tier 8 German tank destroyer. They're both Tech Tree tanks, and you can get them by researching them and finding them and buying them and all that kind of stuff. Shell Sponge, though, from 7ACAV is in the EBR 75 FL10. The EBR 75 FL10 is the Tier 8 premium French wheeled light tank. He's got a mark of excellence on this thing. Now, this thing has not been sold for some time. I don't think it has anyway. I think I picked it up in a marathon or a set of marathon missions as he finds the Leopard PTA. Finds him, but he didn't get the assisted damage for it. Anyway, so he's looking at it and thinking, well, what am I going to do here? He's gone quite aggressive on the eastern flank of Ghost Town. He's in the EBR 75 FL10. This thing is known for its speed, and the like a lot of the other French wheeled light tanks, so I think the Tier 8 and above, you hit the X key, you go from fast forward mode to fast and hard to turn to easy to turn but a little bit slower mode. Travel mode, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. 1 zips a score. Shell Sponge from 7ACAV in the EBR 75 FL10. This is another tank that's got APCR, armor piercing composite rigid rounds for standard ammunition, similar to the LT432. It's a 75mm gun, 175 penetration, 175 damage for 180 penetration. Premium is heat rounds, high explosive anti-tank. Now, heat's going to struggle with spaced armor, especially tracks. Or including tracks, I should say. So bear that in mind if you're ever playing claymores with heat rounds and you can't penetrate a Russian tank by the side because you don't know where to aim, like me. Anyway, Shell Sponge, he knows where to aim. This is a 2-shot auto-loading tank, an auto-loading medium tank. How many are there in the game? Not many. There's a few. Anyway, 1 zips a score. We're on Ghost Town. Shell Sponge is platooned up with Abe Froman and Icarus, both absolute gentlemen from the best clan in the universe, 1AR clan. Shell Sponge and 7ACAV. A shout out to the boys and girls at 7ACAV. They're always nice, friendly, up for a good laugh, and really good people. Anyway, 1 zips a score. We're on Ghost Town. 2 zips a score as a KV4 gets sent back to the garage a little bit earlier than he would have liked. The score's 2-0. Shell Sponge on 343 hit points of damage. He's got 280 assisted damage, and he's just looking for opportunities to... he's looking at the map. He's thinking, well, he's gone balls deep here on the eastern flank. He's gone balls deep, but he hasn't really been rewarded. Not yet. Puts a couple of shots in towards the IS-3. Doesn't penetrate the first one. The second one goes through. See how fast that gun reloaded. Now, I did have it quickened up. We're about to see another tank come up somewhere. 3-0 is the score. Shell Sponge from 7ACAV. On 511 damage, 280 assisted damage. Looking for opportunities to try to exploit this. His platoon mate, though, his platoon mate Icarus, has got a little bit of attack from the enemy team. He's down pretty low. He's pretty low hit points. Shell Sponge looks and finds the Ravvi Waffentrager. Switches to HE. You can see here, because he hasn't been spotted. Now, the HE round in this bad boy, this is really handy when you're playing front lines. The HE got 75 pen for 260 alpha damage. So he gets 269 in the first shot, makes that 551 in the 2 shots. 269 and 282. That's why he switched to HE. It means he's going to take less clips to get rid of that Ravvi Waffentrager and picks up his first kill. 4-1. 5-1 is the score now. 1,611 damage done. 280 180 assisted damage from the old mate Shell Sponge from 7A in the EBR 75 FL10, the Tier 8 premium French wheel light tank. Some people love them, some people hate them, and I don't think there's much in between. I love them. I think they're fun to play. That's why I love them. Unfortunately, the Jag Tiger loves Icarus's P44 Pantera. Took him out of the game with the score on 5-2. Shell Sponge looking towards the Leopard PT8. Shoots him once, shoots him twice, still doesn't get spotted. Using this bush cover as best he can to maintain vision on the enemy team, but also to make it harder for the enemy team to see him. He's got that full clip loaded again. That 2-shot auto loader is really quick to run, so you get that bang bang, and then you just wait, what is it, 8 seconds or something to reload. 5-3 the score now. Looks there towards the Ferdinand. Doesn't quite have a shot in the Ferdinand. Looks to his left again. The Leopard PTA would be a good one. He could almost get rid of him with two nicely placed shots, that Leopard PTA, if he drives in front of Shell Sponge's gun. You can see Abe Froman, I should say. You can see Abe Froman in the Ferdinand going into the town. The Lynx 6x6. I think that tank might be one of the tanks that might have got a lot of that assisted damage when those tanks were getting smashed, though. Shell Sponge now has got vision on the Jag Tiger on 2,100 hit points. The Leopard PTA over there, not looking his way, so he shoots him once, shoots him twice, uses his clip. He knows he's going to be spotted, so he starts to move, make himself a difficult target as possible, especially for the Jag Tiger. That's the same Jag Tiger that killed Icarus, and Shell Sponge does the right thing. Runs away, stays in the bushes to minimise the chance of him getting spotted. Something hits the Jag Tiger, takes him down to 1,639 hit points. Doesn't get any assisted damage for that. 2,347 damage done. 502 assisted damage. Rolling back forward to try to get eyes on the German tank destroyer up there at A8. Sniping like an absolute legend. 9-5 is the score. The city's been cleared out. Looks like there's a bit of a fight happening in the west. Object 430 as well as the Remy Borsig Waffenträger backed up by the Striv up against a T49, a Scorpion G, and the Waffenträger Raumpanzer 4, I think, over there at C1. Shell Sponge finds the Jag Tiger, spots him, shoots him once, pulls back for the reload. The Jag Tiger shoots in his general direction now. He's reloaded his gun. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 seconds for a full reload. I'd have to check my account. It's very, very handy indeed. The Object 4263 is closing in on the Jag Tiger. Finds an ISU 152. Shell Sponge puts a couple of shots into him. One penetrates, one doesn't. Jag Tiger on 923 hit points. 9-6 is the score. He's decided now's the time to get in here and start flanking these non-turreted tank destroyers. Puts a couple more shots into the Jag Tiger. The Progetto kills him. T49 kills the Remy Borsig Waffenträger on the other side of the map. And Shell Sponge thinking, I need to clean these guys up and then go and help my friends over there on the west. 11-6 the score now. 3 kills to Shell Sponge. He finds the Ferdinand up there sniping at A4. One in the back of the Ferdinand doesn't. Oh, maybe it wasn't the back. Maybe it was the side. Second shot goes through. Gets some more spotting damage as well. Gets a lot more spotting damage. The Ferdinand's just fired. So he's like, your beauty. And getting up here. He's got the heat rounds loaded. Auto aim can be a bitch when you got the heat rounds because of tracks. One shot into the T49. Pulls back for the reload. He's back to the APCR rounds now. 3 kills to Shell Sponge. 3.5. Nearly 3,600 damage done. 874 assisted damage. There's a Waffenträger Raumpanzer 4. Easy money all day long. And that brings the score up to 13-6. 4 kills to Shell Sponge. Nearly 4,000 damage done. Nearly 1,000 assisted damage. Auto aims on the Scorpion G. Shoots him once, shoots him twice for his 5th kill. And that just leaves the T49 down there at E1. Dog's barking like an absolute champion. I've got to check out. Hopefully we're not getting burgled. This video ends prematurely. Maybe that's what's happened. Auto aims again on the T49. Shoots him once, shoots him twice. There's the Top Gun. 4,313 damage. 872 assists. Let's have a look at that result. No surprise, that was an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for me old mate Shell Sponge from 7A in the Panhard EBR 75 FL10. That's a Tier 8 Premium French wheeled light tank. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Bruiser Medal. 5 for effect. 29 bonds for that. 25 of them would have been for the Premium account mission. Orlix for getting the 2 kills. Top Gun. 2 kills on the tank destroyers of higher tier, so that would have been the JT and the Waffenträger Raumpanzer 4, and of course the Top Gun for picking up those 6 kills. 4,313 damage done. 6 kills, 1,488 base experience. He fired 29 shots. They all hit. 26 pens. Only 3 shots failed to pen. Well, maybe, would that be the HE mechanic? Maybe, maybe not. And 872 assisted damage. Made some coin too, 88,000 credits after tax with a premium account in that 9-minute game. A massive thanks to everyone who sent me these replays, as well as, look, where's this year going? This year's just about gone already. Shell Sponge, check him out on Twitch and YouTube. Links down below in the Panhard EBR 75 FL10. My old mate Ravvi, high five on the 3 marks of excellence in the Pershing. Check out his stuff, links down below as well. Zulu Warrior, also known as crazib in the LT432. Check him out on Twitch, and the Flying Elite in the Raumpanzer, the M48A2, the brand new premium German, looks like an American to me, tank with the Bulldozer front. Once again, thanks for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.